Hey, what's up, fam? This is FFC Studios. Already, if you guys are joining us for the 28th time, welcome back. And it's awesome to have these guys here. If you guys know the setting, this is a little different setting than we're used to. This isn't the office. This is my boy RKT's new business brand, Zillions. So shout out to Zillions for sponsoring today's episode. Make sure you check them out on Instagram. We'll make sure we tag them below. But again, welcome if you're joining us for the first time here at FFC Studios. This is where we bring you guys not only a lot of the top business people, artists, and every industry, people that are actually succeeding, that have some results to share. But today we're gonna do a sub-segment of what we call LA's hottest artistas. And so we're bringing, you guys have already seen these guys all over. If you guys look behind me, you'll see the name Bandera Verde from LA as well. So welcome, guys, and thanks for joining us on the podcast today.
No, thank you, brother. Thanks for inviting us, man. Overall, I appreciate it. Just having us, It's actually, llevamos 3 años haciendo este grupo y it's been going good for us, man, It's a stepping stone and we're getting there little by little, We're trying to leave our imprint in this LA scene,
No, I love that. I know there's a lot of people watching here for the first time, seeing Bandera Verde. I've never met you guys, so why don't you guys introduce yourselves? Maybe we'll start from that side. Introduce yourself, where you're from, how you started in the grupo, anything you want, and one cool thing about you. What are the people want to know?
Well, my name is Andy. I play the accordion, segunda voz for Bandera Verde, and to be honest, we all kind of started like 3 years ago. They were actually in another group called Los Consentidos, and when I came back from the Marine Corps, my carnal over here, I asked him if I could go with him, to his gigs, whatever, and I would start hanging out with them, doing segunda voz for them here and there.
You just wanted a party, huh?
Yeah.
Just wanted a party.
Yeah, when COVID started, all the highlights dropped. Everything dropped when the minute COVID started, and but we would still get calls on the side, like for chirines and the small stuff. And así empezó, to be honest.
Yeah, we'll get into that right now, Machine, but
What's one thing people don't know about you?
To be honest, I don't know. I mean, that I was in the Marine Corps.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, true.
Thanks for your service. Awesome,
Alright, what's up, everybody? I'm Rob Bandera. To the bass. I also do segunda, I guess tercera, you can call it. Do it sometimes.
hasta ingeniero es el viejo.
Yeah, I also regulate the sound or whatever. So
we might need you at
if you don't like how it sounds, you just come talk to me.
There you go.
So pretty much I joined the group. I knew these guys since high school. One over here, one over there, since high school, and the drummer who's not here today. So. But I knew it from high school, and I guess once all that happened with him, the COVID stuff, they hit me up, gave me a little tryout, and sang this up. And bass.
Awesome. Oh, welcome. A ver, compa, aquí al lado.
Mi nombre es Fernando. I go by Nando. Primera voz del grupo Bandera Verde. One thing about me, damn, what can I say, man? I'm outgoing, man. I'm cool with everybody. Anybody I meet, I'm cool with them. That's what it is about this LA scene. I feel like you gotta be humble, man. A lot of people let it get to your head, and there's a lot of competition around here. I feel like we should leave that shit behind. That shit. I mean, it's cool and all, keeping a friendly competition, but everybody should be cool with each other, man. Around here, around this LA scene. So I try to keep it cool. One thing about me though, man, what can I say? I like drugs, man. I like the whole car scene as well, all that,
You said trucks or drugs?
That's what I was like, wait a minute.
I heard. I like drugs. I was like, oh shit, that's where the verde comes from, got it?
Well, let the audience think what they think,
Wait a minute.
I'm not the only one, huh?
Yeah, brother.
You like trucks? What kind of trucks?
I actually have a single cab right now, man. So I have a single cab. I've been having that since high school. My brother's the one that really got me into that. He's always been into the whole car scene and all that. We buy cars from the auction as well, do that. It's just, you gotta keep hustling out here, man. You can't have one income. I had heard you gotta have 5 different type of incomes to become a billionaire, man. I'm 2 in right now. I'm trying to have 3, 4, 5, eventually 6, 7, 8. Just like my boy Zillions, what I mean? Hardworking man too. Got 3 hustles. Like my boy doing his thing.
Nice story too.
Yeah. Look at him. Everybody. Anything's possible, man. Just keep hustling.
No, I love that. A ver, compa over here.
I'm Alex from Bandera Verde. I play the quinto. I feel like one thing people don't know, I started on the bass with compa Nando right here. We had a group called Los Consentidos, and he had been in it when COVID had barely started. He kind of creeped his way in when he finished his service, and And yeah, since then, we added my boy Robert, and we kept the same drummer, which has been going since
I
then.
might add one cool thing about him. He plays in a rock band, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I guess that would be a better
okay.
one.
Yeah.
That would be a better
Room
one.
apart.
Yeah, shout out to the boys too. You
Off
know,
the side.
Okay.
Great musicians, man. You know, I'm blessed to have these guys, man. You know, they all have their different type of energy. They all bring their good energy into this group. You know, like everybody's
That's awesome.
everybody's talented in their own way. You know, so
Yeah.
I'm just blessed to be with these guys, man.
No, that's awesome. And how did Bandera Verde come about? Like, tell us about the grupo. Why the Bandera Verde? Why the name?
To be honest, like, it was us three at first, doing the chirinos, like I told you. It was just us three. And to be honest, we smoke a lot of weed. And that's kind of where the
That's what he meant. Huh?
Yeah, that's kind of how that came about. You know, we would be in his room, just jamming out, practicing a little bit, trying to figure out how we were gonna get this band going. And once we added 1 or 4 or 5, my compa is not here. It kind of just took off like that.
Yeah, I remember that clearly, man. We were just debating one time, like, so that's when we had finished Consentidos. This happened during COVID. So I think it was like a sign, you know, it was like a sign. I was recently going through a breakup too, you know, so it was like a sign from God for me to be like, you know what, let's start something new, you know, like that happened. So I was like, you know, it's probably God telling me, let's start something brand new, you know. So at that time, things weren't, not working out, but it's just, things weren't adding up, you know. It's like some people weren't like really matching together. So it was like, but shout out to my guys, you know, shout out to my boy Lucci, shout out to my boy Jaime. I'm still cool with them, you know, they got their own thing going on too, and I'm happy for them. But it was just like, it was a time for a new start, you know. So it worked out for us. I just remember one day we were like, you know what, let's do it, and we did it, man. And I'm glad we did it, you know. It went great for all of us. My boy Jaime got his great job. My boy Lucci got his own group too. We got our own thing going, you know. I'm just blessed to be with you guys, bro.
Hey, they do say when one door closes, another one bigger and better.
I'm 100% behind that, man.
That's where you guys are at. And how did the name come about? I know Verde, of course. I understand the Verde part now. But how about the Bandera part?
So pretty much we were bouncing names one time. I remember it was us three. I'm telling you, we started out the whole project, so we were just bouncing names back with each other, like, hey, what should we do this? And then my boy Andy was like, what about Bandera Verde? At the time we were like, you know what? It's not, it wasn't really like bouncing, you know what I mean? But I was like, let's just do it. You know, at the end of the day, we ended up bouncing back like 3-4 times on the name. 2 weeks later, we were like, you know what? Let's just do Bandera Verde. And we did it.
And when you said Bandera Verde, it just started popping in the background. I love that.
Nice with the EQ out there, you know? Yeah, and it worked out for us, man. It's different. That's what I like about
Yeah.
it. It's different. It's not like Los this.
Yeah.
It's not boom norteño. It's Bandera Verde, like Legado 7, Calibre 50. You know, it's different, bro. And that's what I think I like about it. You know,
It's
just
iconic.
yeah, it stands out, brother. And it helps us out, man. A lot of people ask, what does it mean? And it has no meaning to it, bro. It's just Bandera Verde, like
wanted to
we,
be.
you know, whatever, exactly, you know, but we like it, you know, if it talks about us smoking weed, yeah, we do smoke weed, but, you know, it's just Bandera Verde, it's just different, you know, that's what it is, you know, different, and
Yeah. No, that's sick. That's sick. You know, it's funny when you mention that because I've noticed a lot of grupos that have been coming out in the recent years. A lot of the compositores of the grupos, they write a lot of good songs when they're a little high. I don't know if that's a trend, if that's something between musicos or what is that, but
I've heard about people writing songs with mushrooms, bro.
Yeah.
Mushrooms, I heard that trips you
so
out.
is that the secret or? Everybody watching this, I'm sorry. You're watching this and you
Honestly,
don't do drugs if you don't want to.
I'm not gonna lie to you, brother.
They're not condone.
Half of the songs I've written, if not all of them, I've either been high, just driving, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a driver as well for a company, so I just drive a lot. So I'm just driving, I hit my little wax pen or whatever, just drive, boom, hit it, and it just freestyle. You know, that's when you have your own alone time. You know, I feel like that's when you write your bangers. When you're sitting with yourself, just not thinking about anything, no distractions, just by yourself, that's when you're like, boom, 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 and obviously have something to write about, right? And then just bounce your own ideas, and then obviously you bring the ideas to the guys. I'm telling you, I'm just blessed to have these guys, and we bounce ideas, and we've made, to me, it's bangers, man. People haven't noticed yet, man, but they will, you know? Bandera Verde, they'll know, brother, you know? We're getting there, man. We're 3 years in, but we're starting strong, and we're in the end strong, you know?
Yeah, no, hey, a lot of the great ideas come when we're alone, that's true.
Exactly.
For
man.
me, it's in the shower.
Hey, yeah,
I'm in the
exactly.
shower. Problem is, I can't be writing stuff because se me moja todo. But no, I get that, and I know it's a lot of time we spend by ourselves is where we're most creative.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And but as musicos, I know that's not easy to spend time alone because there's always people wanting to be around, trying to kick it just to hear some free music and things like that.
Yeah.
So tell us about what's the life of a musico like right now? Like, what are you guys seeing? What are some good things, some bad things? Because there's a lot of people that are watching this that maybe are new to the scene.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have been at it for a few years now,
Yeah.
so Any tips for some of these people that are maybe looking to get into that industry or just starting, and maybe things to avoid, mistakes that you guys have made, that you guys have learned from, things like that?
I mean, really, just like be honest with people, straight up. You know, be straight up with everybody. You know, no matter the situation. You know, it's like this. It's like you can't be like beating around the bush. Especially at parties, you know, when you're playing and people are a little drunk or whatever they do, you know? You gotta be 100 there all the time. You can't be like nervous about it. You can't be like I'm nervous. I said nervous.
Yeah. I mean, anyway, sacrificing time. To be honest, we're away from our families a lot. We have to cancel certain events, special things that we plan to go gig, to go practice, to go show up for events like this. You know, we gotta be away, and I feel like a lot of newer people that I've met aren't willing to sacrifice that time yet.
That's major.
Especially for like my compa Chris, shout out my compa Chris, told me that this is a highlight for one, right? This isn't just like a hobby for us, it's a lifestyle, so it's a highlight. But you clock in on Monday, not the weekend when you're playing. The work comes Monday through Friday. And then when you show your work, it's in the weekend when it's time to play for somebody.
To explain that a little more, because I know who, and a shout out to Cristian from Desde, you guys have heard them and they're on the price, but
yes, sir.
Explain that to the people, because most people don't understand all the background work of being a musician.
There's a lot, man, especially when you're trying to write a lot of viñetas and stuff like that. For one, practicing, I try to practice at least 2 or 3 hours a day, and when I'm practicing, I'm also trying to think of melodies, think of something so I can show it to my boy Nando right here, so we can start writing music. We're never just stop idle. We're always trying to grind, trying to keep going so we can have more music and more content for everybody else. Monday through Friday is not just, I only practice on Tuesday, I only practice on Wednesdays, every day, and then the weekends when we actually put it to use.
Okay, what else? What are some other background activities that you guys see as grupos that should be doing before, getting to present on the stage?
You know what it is to me, bro? Trajes. I feel like a lot of people do not eat lately, probably because they see the new and upcoming groups bringing up the whole trend of dressing fresh, which I respect. It's cool, it's nice and everything, but like during the week, go get yourself like a matching shirt with your group mates, Like if you can't afford a whole traje, I know they're expensive and I know times are tough, bro, but that's a big investment. As much as you make in this music thing, I feel like you should invest 75% back into it, Like go get yourself some trajes. Shout out my boy Trajes Princi, mi compa Roberto. He's always treated us nice with that too,
Where's he located at? That way people know what's up.
He's located right here in Long Beach. He's right here off of Atlantic and literally right here by Zillions. My boy Trajes Princi, you can look him up on Instagram, Trajes Princi. El viejo siempre nos ha tratado bien, and that's what it is to me, Like look, presentation, invest in your equipment as well, man. Wireless are like the new thing nowadays, bro. Like you have so much things to do now, like reenacting with the people too, Like it's like so many things you could do to make this a better experience for yourself, If you're a nervous guy, work on that, Like bro, during high school I was the most shy person ever. If I went to high school with you, you'll know that, Like I've little by little, I still am shy, but I built myself to get out of that. Probably drinking a little bit here and that helps me get out of that, or smoking a little bit.
The brave juice.
It's like,
hey, to be honest, to piggyback off what he said, he was saying interact with people. That's actually very, very important.
Really
I know a lot of grupos don't like to do it. They'll just go back and be in the van or be in the truck.
Even while they're playing too,
But interacting with people is very, very important. Connecting with everybody, showing face. People, I feel like will get the wrong idea if you don't.
Bro, people save so much money just to even get you for their party. It's expensive, man. I've pulled groups on my birthday party as well, and it's expensive, man. It's a big expense, It's like you literally gotta interact with the people to feel what they want to feel, Like that's major key, man. Work on that, Work on your presentation, work on your equipment, and just be yourself, man. Overall, have fun with your, like my boy was saying, don't treat it as a job, treat it as a hobby, man. Because this is dope. Being a musician is dope, man. Honestly, you're literally pretty much partying every weekend. And you're having fun with these are my family, I'm with them at least 50% of my fucking week, and I like it, I wouldn't change it for anything, man, hopefully we could one day travel the United States, Mexico, I don't know,
Yeah.
Who knows, just we're doing it one day at a time, 1 year at a time, and hopefully we become something, brother,
I love that, and I don't know if anybody else wants to jump in here, but one thing that you said that I want to maybe touch a little bit more on is I noticed over the last few years, there's two things that a lot of people have been feeling because of COVID and because of everything that we're talking about, right? Number one, a lot of people are more to themselves because we were forced to be.
Yeah,
we were forced to be. So a lot of people, that interpersonal skill, getting how to interact with people, things like that, se perdió a lot of times. Second thing que se perdió is a lot of times self-confidence.
Yeah.
Right? How do you guys develop that? Because I know as artists, like you said, I work with a lot of artists, a lot of them are clients of ours, and they tell us hey, it's not easy to go up on the stage. It's not easy to look in front of a crowd. Shit, when I started doing it, my mouth would be dry, you know, I barely say my name, and it's a wrap.
Yeah.
How do you guys build, like, your own confidence, you know, as you guys started going into this industry? And I'd love to hear everybody's perspective here.
Well, kind of back, like, what he was talking about, you know, preparing for the weekend, like...
Coffee.
Coffee.
Hey,
no, but like...
Puro cafecito.
Depends what you're nervous about,
Colombian
you know?
coffee.
If you're nervous about, you know, maybe you don't sound so good, well, go practice a little bit more, you know? Get your skills down to where you know, like, I'm a top dog in this, you know, like, you for sure know that you're not, like, the lowest dude in your, you know, whatever instrument you're on.
Yeah.
You know, go practice, make sure that that's on point, you know. As far as talking, like, the actual getting on stage, I mean, it's like anything, bro. It's like an investment, you know, you got to go out there and do it a couple times, you know, you get used to it.
La neta, half the time you can't even see anybody.
Yeah.
All you see is, like, silhouettes. Can't even really make out faces.
Flashing lights.
I mean, it's just having a good time, bro. Like how you say, you know, like you got to vibe with the people, you know, because you can't be playing for people and they're like turned. They're like, that's the Tanak guy, you know, and you're down here with your vibe. You got to match the vibe, bro. You got to be up there with them, you know, and that I think helps a lot with like the shyness and like the nervousness about it. But yeah.
Another thing you can do, man, is just watch other grupos, see what they do when they're up on the stage. You know, more experienced high-end group, not that we are, right, but more experienced high-end groups, they usually know what to do already. They already do their little movements. They do everything. Study it. Like I said, this is not just something you do on the weekends. You got to study, prepare, learn it, and practice it. And even if you're just at your house in your restroom, you know, just vibing with music, you got to practice. You practice that too, you know?
Yeah.
That's a big part of it, because if you're just standing there singing, it kind of looks awkward, you know? People feel awkward. They're just looking at you awkward. It makes you feel even more awkward once they're looking at you. But if you practice it and you do it, you'll feel better about it. The more you do it, the less awkward you'll feel doing it too.
Yeah.
That's actually a very good thing. If you guys are listening to this, make sure you write that down. Look at people who are doing what you want to do the way you want to do it, and follow that example. But a lot of people don't do that. Like I've seen you guys, you know, we Desvelados, you know, shout out to them. They're clients of ours, good friends of ours as well, and they have a very awesome performance.
Bro, amazing.
And the beautiful part is every time I go see them or we're around them, guess who else is around there?
Exactly,
These guys.
bro. Yeah,
These
man.
guys, right? RKT in the mix for sure.
Yeah.
But and that's how you guys learn. You always follow somebody who has the fruit on the tree, and just do what they're doing. Exactly. It's not that difficult. But most grupos actually notice that they don't like going to see other grupos play. They don't like, if they don't have a gig, they should be learning. Yeah. It should be seeing other people with experience and following that. So that's awesome. Awesome point. How about you? And how to build confidence and how to build confidence?
I feel like it's a lot what he said. You just gotta practice it. You gotta just do it over and over and over. And I feel like it gets easier, and it's easier for you to kind of vibe with people. You find kind of like a flow state where you're not even really thinking. You're just kind of doing what you always do, but then feeding off of what they're doing. So sometimes it's a little bit harder when like the party's more dead, or like, you know, like people are barely coming, people are eating, no one's really like dancing yet. There's like Diaz in the back like this, like, you know.
You gotta invest in having your own hype man. Shout out my boy Cachorro. You gotta have your own hype man. Hype you up, you know?
You gotta have your own little entourage too.
Yeah.
You know what I think plays a big part too, brothers?
Left and a right.
Practicing, you know? You gotta practice, you know?
Yeah.
If you don't practice, I feel like a lot of groups don't do that nowadays, and I don't know why, but practice makes a difference, bro. Practice makes perfect, perfect makes paper. Remember that. You know, if you don't do that, if you don't practice, you're never gonna become somebody, bro. Like you gotta practice your own songs. Yeah, exactly. Brother. Exactly. You know, we're all chasing this at the end of the day, but mostly it's just you gotta have fun. You know, have fun in what you do, brother. If you don't have fun in what you're doing, you're never gonna become somebody. You know, like what we're talking about, learn off of other groups that are already in the scene doing what they do. You know, shout out my boy Christian, shout out my compadre Frankie, Philo, C's, Desvelados. They're doing their thing, man. I'm happy for them, bro. I was with them. I've been knowing them since, 2013, 2014, when they were, I'm not going to say nobody because I feel like, you know, everybody's somebody, but when they weren't in the scene how they are now, you know, now they're selling up. Bro, I was with them when they would be like us at one point, too, you know, like 10 people showing up, 5 people, whatever, you know. Now they're selling out clubs, bro, and that's dope. You know why? Because just how they're saying, they're people just like us, you know. We're all practicing, bro. We're all doing our thing, you know. Like, we're all trying to become that, man. You know, we're all trying to paint the bigger picture. We're all trying to make it to bigger crowds, bigger stages. You know, we're all working for that, brother. You know, and shout out to them, man. My boy Chris has always given me nothing but great consejos. You know, it's always, man, shout out them, man, for real, for real.
That's awesome.
Shout out them.
No, I love that. And shout out them. And there's a podcast we did with them quite a bit episodes ago. Check it out if you guys have the time. You'll love that. Yeah. I know we did it right when they were getting signed by Rancho, so things have changed a lot more now. Oh, yeah. We're going to have them back hopefully by the end of this year. But no, I totally agree. A lot of things that I'm seeing in the marketplace right now, and you guys tell me your thoughts, but collaboration versus competition. Oh, yeah. Like, the music scene back in the day was all competition from what I used to see. And I feel like a lot of the younger grupos, unfortunately, they're still in that mindset of like, hey, no, we can't. Like, no, it's us. Yeah. What do you guys think about that? Because I see you guys all over doing collabs and just being around other musicos and supporting each other. Why do you guys do that?
It's honestly LA versus the world, you know? It's like, we should all, si no nos apoyamos entre nosotros in these LA groups, like, who will, you know? It's like, it's honestly, like, we haven't, till this day, we haven't done no duetos, apparently, but we're working on it, you know? It takes steps by steps. First, what I've told my guys, I want to prove ourselves first, you know? Like, I want to get our name out there first, you know? Be like, you know, no que le quiera decir a la gente, oh, I didn't ask nobody for nobody. Nah, because I'm always around the scene, as you see. I'm always, you know, learning off of other groups. I keep it cool with a lot of these groups around here. You know, I always ask questions. I always ask questions like, hey, bro, just how I asked you about the LLC, which I do want to get into that, and we'll get into that probably a little later. But I've always asked questions, man. If you don't ask questions, you're never going to learn. You're never going to become somebody. You know, it's you always got to ask questions, man. Don't be afraid of asking questions. You know, if you want to do a jam out too, no pasa nada más que te digan no, and it's cool. You know, a lot of people, you're not probably on their level, whatever, and it's cool, whatever. But always don't be afraid to ask, you know. A lot of groups have asked us to do duetos, and I've always said yes, and que me digan no, but no se ha hecho, I don't know why, but I'm always going to say, yeah, man, you know, it's like, we're nobody, you know, we're nobody, and we're never going to be nobody until you guys say so, you know. You guys are going to tell me, like, hey, bro, I seen you on this stage or whatever, you know. We're getting there, brother, you know. We're getting there, man, and I know we're going to do it, and these guys know it too. We talk about it all the time, you know. Hey, we're going to be over here in Chicago, whatever. Si tú no te la crees, ¿quién más, you know? Yeah. Like, I need to believe in myself, he needs to believe in himself, and I'm going to believe in him, he's going to believe in me, vice versa, you know. It's always going to be like that, brother. If we believe in each other, we're going to become somebody, and I believe in law of attraction. My brother got me into that too. Shout out my boy Richie. That's right. Law of attraction is a key word on this, man. You got to stop saying, man, I wish we can do this, man. We're going to do this, you know? Yep. I wish we'll sell out this club. We're going to sell out this club. You know, steps on this, brother. Steps by steps, and we're getting there, brother. Yeah.
Always speak what you want, even if you don't have it.
Oh, well.
And opposite of that is true, too. Never speak what you do have that you don't want. Mm-hmm. So, no, facts on that. And I'm glad to hear that. Before music, what in the world did you guys want to do? Like, before music? Because I know, I don't know if you guys woke up dreaming, let me play some guitar.
It's kind of hard to answer that. La neta, it's hard to answer that because me and my carnal have been in music since we were about 10 years old. I got in my first group at 10 years old. I was like 10 and a half, almost 11 years old. I was playing the bass at the time. Nice. My parents actually got us into music when we were younger. I think I was about 8 or something when they got us into school. I was for drumming. He's always been on strings, you know, guitar. And so that's kind of the only thing I've ever thought about was music. I've always been into the corrido scene back when it was about the Anthrax, back when it was about Movimiento Tarado and corridos progresivos and stuff like that. I've always been there. I was that dude to take my coche to school and play for all the the Paisac scene that was there in school, and so that's always what I've been wanting to do. I've been working on that since I was a little kid. Different instruments. I had to learn the coche when I was a little older, but that's just always been my goal since I was a kid. You know, it's never changed since then.
Okay. So musicos taken. Yeah. Nobody else can say the same thing.
That's not fair. It's the same story, bro. I know I didn't start as young as música, because I didn't start till like middle school. You know, I was out there. I actually started on the trumpet. A fun fact or whatever.
Nice. Okay.
And the teacher, I guess I was like that good. He would take me to his gigs. We would go play with like dinamita groups, like the cumbia groups and shit.
Oh,
and I'll be
damn,
out there on the
okay,
trumpet
okay.
with that fool. So like, it's kind of like what I
Was
like,
this in high school?
It was in middle school, bro.
Damn, child abuse, huh?
I was getting paper,
Child
bro.
labor. Oh, they're
I was
paying?
getting paper,
Okay,
bro.
okay,
I was
okay.
out there making $100 a gig. I was like, as a little
yeah, it's
kid
a
back
balance.
then, I was like, yeah, I could buy like 100 bags of chips, bro.
Damn.
Back in the day, you know. So like, it's the same thing, bro. I mean, I always I knew I wanted to do music before. I thought I was gonna go to college and like do orchestra shit, you know. So era bien estudioso para esa madre, you know. I really got into like the theory of it and everything, you know. And then one day my cousin came over with, he had bought like a Rossetti, you know, the accordion. He's like, and he handed me a song. He's like, learn this. And I was like, all right. I think it was El Comando del Diablo, the first song I ever learned. And I took it out string by string, bro. I was like, fuck, let me on guitar. And yeah, así empezó, güey. Since I was like 12, 13. I know I wanted to do something with music, pretty much.
Musical part 2. Okay, you can't say music,
nah,
bro.
I'm gonna switch it up,
There's
brother.
got to be something else.
I'm gonna switch it up on you, brother.
Oh, for sure.
Shout out Jose Ignacio Lopez, primo.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wanted to be a doctor, man. I think every kid as a kid wanted to be a doctor, man. You know, I wanted to be a doctor. I don't know why. Shit.
Like a legit doctor, or like
A legit
or like Dr. Pacheco type of.
Nah.
Because he
like a
made bread
legit-
too. Right? He was
Like a
making
legit
bread
doctor, bro.
everywhere.
And Trip, I wasn't the smartest person in high school, man. So I don't know what I was thinking when I was small, but damn, man, that's what I would thought. I wanted to be a doctor, and that's what I kept going until like I was in high school. And then high school, I just wanted to. I was going step by step. At one time, I wanted to be a trucker. I've always been into driving, man. You know, so I've always liked driving. You know, I wanted to be a trucker, but then we bumped into this whole music world, man, and I fell in love with it. And I come from a background of musicos from my dad's side as well too. My Nino's actually the owner of Décima Banda. Shout out them, Compa
Hey.
Santos. Para mi Nino Santos también por ahí, mi tío también. I have so many family members. My dad too, rest in peace. He used to sing as well, man. And Trip out, brother. When he would sing at the house, as sad as it sounds, to me it was annoying, man. And this was when I was probably like 14, 15, you know. To me, it was annoying, you know, because I would hear that every weekend. And, you know, you're a kid, you know, I was playing Call of Duty. I was just like, man, I'm trying to play Call of Duty. I'm trying to play video games, you know. So I was just in my own world. And I hated it at the time. And sadly, when he passed away, I don't know what happened, brother, but se me metió algo, man, que se me metió las ganas de la música. My mom tells me que se me metió el espíritu de my dad. And if it was, man, God bless him, man, because this music thing has just given me nothing but good things, good memories overall, bro. You know, I've met great people. I don't know what I would be doing if I didn't have this whole music thing, man. Honestly, like, I can't complain about my lifestyle, man. You know, I love my life, and I love the people I'm with, to be honest, brother.
I love that. Love that. A ver, muchachón acá.
No, well, I have pretty much the same,
Yeah.
same as
Same.
over here.
Music was taken already.
But to switch it up, he took my other one because since I was a little kid, I want to say like 6, 7 years old, I was like, I want to be a doctor. Because it would come up as one of the highest paying ones. And I was like, why wouldn't I want to be that?
Right, that's
He's in the bag.
So I was like,
Hey, but opposite to him, in our family, we always like ask Alex because he knows he's that smart guy. Always ask him.
That's right.
So I was like, I'm gonna just be a doctor. It's one of the highest ones. It felt cool. I was like, people respect doctors. They do good for the people.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, we took classes, and I started to really like playing guitar. And from there, I feel like everything just opened up. I was like, I want to be in a band. I joined music classes, and everything just started feeling right. And I didn't really want to do the doctor thing. Like whenever they would ask me, I didn't even want to choose it. I want to choose like some other random thing, not musical, because at the time it wasn't like I want to be a musical, and they're gonna be like, oh, good job, you're doing something cool.
Yeah.
But I would be like firefighter, your typical firefighter, cop, something like that. But I always in the back of my mind was like, I want to be in something with music. I want to put music out there. And yeah, we started gigging.
That actually
We were
didn't
like
happen
10.
until high school because he was into rock up
Yeah,
until high
yeah.
school.
And so
We're definitely gonna have to dig in more of that.
I got bribed out of it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Good bribe. But I think we have to take a quick break. Swap camera, battery or something. Okay. So we'll take a little quick break, real quick.
Yeah.
Regresamos.
All right, we're back. But so you guys were telling me about what you guys want to do. Hey, arcade.
It's in the name.
So if y'all don't
Shout out
know,
Zillions.
that's Zillions, RKT right there in the back. If you guys ever need anything, we're gonna put him down below.
Blur his face, though. Blur his face.
And if you guys want to throw parties at his place in Long Beach, feel free to reach out. He will definitely let you guys take care of that. free of charge. But no, guys, no, we were talking about the whole music, kind of what you guys wanted to do outside of that. I know you guys have been in the scene for a few years. What has been some of the coolest things, some of the interesting things that have happened to you guys while out in the music scene? Or
We got stories, bro.
'cause I hear all about, you know, car stuff happening. I hear about all the party stuff. Like, what's a cool story that you guys can never forget?
I don't know about cool.
Yeah, I don't think they're cool. They're not cool stories,
No,
but,
we've had crazy
but they're
things happen,
stories.
A ver.
You can start with the aerial one.
The aerial one.
In my previous group, my drummer, he's not here right now. He's
Shout
actually
out
out
Ariel.
working. Shout out my boy Kid. We were one time playing at a flyer. I was the one driving. I had a little Honda Civic.
What's a flyer? Because there's a lot of people here.
Yeah, a flyer is pretty much. It's more like younger crowd, you know. So it's pretty much like.
It's like an underground club.
It's an underground
Yeah.
house party.
Exactly.
They have like 3 or 4 groups pull up, but it's definitely underground.
It's like a
nothing
club at a house.
Legit,
Yeah.
you know. It's
Oh,
like
damn.
it's word of mouth thing. You
Just
know,
that
like
there's Nas, yeah, a little bit, you know,
there's-
no
there's
rules, no
anything
rules.
you want,
Jesus.
it's there. But
Oh.
it's an underground house party.
Got it.
So
Okay.
pretty much, we were unloading in front of the house. Pretty much, he was unloading his drum set. We were getting ready to play. We were unloading, and then we had a guy intoxicated for sure. He was nosed out. Pretty much, my guy was unloading in the back, and he just ran into him. Boom, straight through the back. Pretty much, he was out for what, 3 months, right? Like 3-4 months, man. You know what I think saved him though, bro? Drummers, I don't know if you've seen, they have these hard cases where they put all their hardware.
Uh-huh.
So pretty much he had that right next to him between the car. So pretty much that took all the impact. If that hard case wouldn't have been there, he would have got squished even more, brother, and possibly Dios no lo mande, he wouldn't have been here, man. It was bad, bro. It was bad, man. And I think that saved him. And shout out to him, man. He's still playing with us, man. You know, like
They told him he wasn't
He
gonna
didn't
walk
play
no
that
more.
night though.
no, he didn't.
I
Nah, we
was
canceled
like-
everything after that.
They told
but-
him he wasn't gonna walk no more, but here he is walking, playing fucking drums and shit. That's my dude right there.
Yeah, he's a hardworking man. You know, he's always working. You know, that's the reason he's not here right now. But he's always there for Chamba. You know, that's what I think. Like, that's why I give my applause to these guys, man. We're always ready to work. You know, si hay que trabajar. You know, that's important. You know, like that's another thing. If you ain't ready to work, don't sign up for this, man. You know. If you're a mandilon, don't sign up for this, man.
To be
Dude,
honest,
don't get me
I'm just
started
being
on
honest,
those.
man. I'm just being honest, bro. Like,
I think that applies in every field.
Hey, you never had a guy tell you they have to leave a gig because their girl's calling him?
damn,
no.
that's crazy.
That
We
shit
had
happened to me, bro.
that happened. That was throwback. You know, like
Yeah, way back. Yeah, never called him again. By the way, just so you know.
No way.
But yeah, like we were like third hour in. We were gonna get more. People were lit, and the guy you see him like he's outside the house of the party on the phone, all worried, bro. He's like this. I'm like, damn, something happened to his family or something, you know, something tragic, you know. That he's out there looking paniqueado, and he finished his phone call and he's like, bro, you know what? I'm gonna have to take off, bro. I'm sorry. I'm like, what happened? Is my girl, bro? She's tripping. I'm like, what?
She's tripping that you're
What?
making money?
What are you talking about? Like, yeah, she still want me to play no more. I'm like,
that's crazy.
bro, she's already mad at you, bro. Just stay, bro. Like,
If your
make
girl,
the monies.
if your girl don't support your hustle, man, she ain't the one. Bro.
Ain't the one.
She ain't the one, brother.
And vice versa, you know, we ain't trying to hate here. Both vice versa.
Partners.
The,
If your
the
partner
girl's
doesn't-
hustling and the guy is
Exactly.
pinche tóxico.
Yeah.
También vale madre.
Exactly. Like it takes a lot, man.
bro.
And
That
it
was-
takes a strong girl too to support this whole thing, man. Cause yeah, we're around girls 24/7, bro. But it's like we're doing our job, man. You know, this is our thing. Our thing is to make you feel like you're the man that night. You know, like nosotros vamos a llegar and we're gonna make you have a fun time. If that includes me drinking with you, I'm gonna drink with you, man.
Yep.
If I'm gonna take a shot with you, I'm gonna take a shot,
Take a
with,
shot
you.
with you.
I never deny a shot, man. I will never deny a shot. Why? Because it's like they're paying us to like have fun with them, man. You know, like I was saying earlier, like people are spending their hard-earned OT money, sometimes their savings, you know, like just to hear some live music, man. So
They want a show, compa. Más que nada, they want a show. They want an experience.
do your thing, man. Like, you know, it's like do your thing. You know, like you're getting paid, have fun with it, man. You know, like que más, you know. And sometimes we do this for fun too. You know, sometimes we go out and just jam it for free. Which back then there used to be more jam outs, bro. I feel like we need to bring that back. We need to bring back jam outs, man. Back then there used to be so many jam outs. Like this is back in.
I know what happened. I'm not gonna burn nobody out, but I know what happened.
I don't know what happened, but
Hey, if jam outs need to happen, you know, our studio's always open.
hey, exactly. You know, like let's set it up, man. That would be dope. Like have unos.
All the grupos that work with
Yeah.
us, you know, if you guys want to collab, tap
Honestly,
in.
that would be sick, man. That would be sick. If we could work that out, let's do it, brother. That'll be dope. You know, have a jam out like entre a lot of LA groups, man. That'll be sick. You know, like we need to bring that back, man. Because a lot of groups from Culiacan do that, man. You know, like, and that scene is big out there. Why? Because they all keep it cool with each other. You know, like, hey, cáigale compadre, whatever. Like, everybody keeps it cool. Like, why can't we keep it cool right here? You know, like, everybody let's be cool, man. Like, we're all cool. Like, we're all cool people, man. You know, I'm cool as, I don't want to cuss, but I'm cool, man. You know, we're all cool. Like, and I feel like everybody that I've met too are cool. It's just they're kind of shy to expand each other. You know, like they be like, hey, brother, let's do a song, or hey, let's jam out, or hey, whatever. You know, whatever reason it is, man. Speak it. That's what it is.
We'll make that happen. Hey, we're
We're
about
gonna do it.
collaboration, so
Coming soon.
we'll make that happen.
Definitely.
No, that's sick. That's sick. And any tips that you guys want to give? Anything else that you guys recommend for? I know you guys are specialists in the music. Right, and there's a lot of things that are changing in the music world. Everything went online over the last few years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, how are you guys pushing your music now using social media or different kinds of marketing that back in the day you used to see people pasar discos and todo eso, right?
You know what? Right now, TikTok's a big thing. TikTok, my boy Nando right here has been on that a lot.
Okay.
Posting videos, posting small things. We've also all been, trying to do like little small videos to make sure that we have more content for everybody everywhere. Not just Instagram, not just Facebook. Obviously, we're trying to do more, especially, like I said, TikTok's blowing up right now, especially. There's been a lot of Grupos right now that do it.
And a lot of groups have popped off because of TikTok. You know, because all it takes is one song to get everything going for you, man. You know, if you have a song that's trending for you, man, the rest is history. It's on you to keep it going, man. And TikTok is a big platform right now on that perspective. Instagram as well, but Instagram has always been there, but I feel like TikTok is the one right now, man. You know, like if it's a 15-second video, 30-second video, whatever it is you put your ideas into it. And shout out my cuñada, shout out my brother as well. I'm telling you, they've always they're the ones that actually take care of the whole TikTok thing. They're like, because it's tough on me, brother. You know, like I try to take care of everything, but sometimes there's a lot of pressure. I'm trying to write songs, man. I'm doing contracts during the week too. Trying to take maintenance on the van because we have a group van, so I try to keep that up to date. It's a lot, it's a lot going on. So shout out them, they've always helped me out with that too. And gear, man, as you see, we we put our money into our gear as well. Put your money into merch, man. Just
I seen you guys been selling merch too. Huh?
Hey, man, you gotta invest your money, like I'm saying, brother. Like, si tú solo no inviertes dinero en ti mismo, no one will, man. And another person I want to shout out, man, before I forget, Long Beach Performance. Shout out my boys, Long Beach Performers, my boy Manny, my boy Joel. Oh my God, man!
Tell us about them.
Man, I could go on for days about these guys, brother. Shout out the whole team, my boy Chris, everybody. Too many to mention, but bro, they've helped us out since day one, man. Like I said, I can't speak much. You can see the van, brother. They helped us wrap it with that. They sponsored us with that. We have endless trajes with them as well. Like, they've always taken care of us, man. And no cualquiera, like, what made them be like, you know what, we're going to help you guys out? Like, nothing, man, nothing. Les caímos bien, no sé. I don't know what it is, man, but shout out my boy Manny, my boy Joel, their wives as well, man. They've taken great care of us, man, and I can't thank them enough. I just, to this day, and when I know they're going to keep working with us, he's always told me, man, like, if you guys want to record a studio, let's do it. And I feel like that's what's one thing everybody needs, someone that believes in them as much as they believe in us, like, and hopefully we keep working and we'll keep doing things for them too, because we have a couple songs with them, which we'll show you guys in a bit. We have Equipo OBP for them. We have Reventando Pacas, 1320. We wrote so many songs for them, man, and it's like, it's going to keep going, brother,
That's sick, and I love that because there's always going to be people that believe in you before you believe in yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And you have to sometimes take chances. You never know who's going to be that person that, you connect with or collaborate with. I always tell people when they come to our office, because it is important. This is a line that somebody told me years back, and it's actually been very, very true in my life. And it's one handshake or one meeting can change everything. You don't know who you're meeting, so whenever you guys as musicos are performing, I'm sure you guys go all in and do the best you can to make sure that you never know who you're performing in front of.
That goes back, compa, to what I was saying earlier, that you got to be outside. During the breaks, you got to be talking to people. You got to be showing face because, like you said, you don't know who you're going to meet. You can meet someone that's perfect, that's going to help you get to where you need to go or, guide you that way. You just never know. You have to show face.
Yeah, I hear actually if I had to put it in numbers, 70% of the grupos, 80% of the grupos that I work with, they tell me that their next gigs are usually booked during the same gig by people in the audience.
You ain't lying, bro.
So,
You ain't lying.
tip for you guys: if you guys are watching this and you guys are in the industry, whatever it is you do, interact.
Exactly. Even if I mean I get it, man. You know, sometimes there's boring tocadas, but that's part of it, man. Not every time you're gonna have people jumping around and taking shots with you and popping
Rolling on the
bottles
ground.
and rolling on the ground. And,
Has that happened? That happened?
Yeah, bro.
but I think it's like a tradition from their
from
It just caught me off guard. It was lit. It was lit. It was
Ricos
lit.
Guerrero or some shit.
yeah.
It was lit.
Shout out them. You know, they
Shout out
booked
them.
us like 2-3 times as well. You know, like
Was that Santa
I
Ana?
think that's major key, man. Like if a client rebooks you, man, you did something right. You did something right, man. You know, and that's I think that's what we have in that a lot of people have got us not once, not twice, but like 3 times. And to this day, they tell us, "Hey, we'll get you guys next year." We just had it happen on Saturday. Like, "Hey, we'll see you guys January." Woo, I forgot what day it was, but
Yep.
like, man, that feels cool, man. So we did our job right, you know. And it's like I said, it goes back to practicing and like being yourself and having fun, man. Drink your creamers, you know. Like,
There you
what
go.
else can I say?
I got ice mocha this time. Usually.
Yeah, man, it's have fun, bro. Have fun.
That's sick. Anything else that you guys want to tell the people out here that about you guys? You know, I know you guys are an up and coming grupo here in LA, and they're gonna be seeing a lot more of you guys.
Yeah.
But what's one thing that as a grupo you guys have as a goal for the next upcoming 6, 12 months, year and a half, that everybody needs to know about
I mean, we do-
Bandera Verde?
We do plan on releasing another CD with just pure inéditas. That's something me and my companero here have been talking about. And I know it's all of us, right? But it's kind of a little harder for me because I have to pull out melodies so that we could have something to go off of. You know, I know my compa Robert here took out a song for his canal too that without us, because he also plays all these instruments. But we do have a lot of music that we're planning on taking out soon, more collabs, and just more presentations in different clubs.
Yeah, we're definitely working on that, man. You know, doing collabs. That's what I tell my guys. Like I said, we haven't done no collabs. We actually have one collab coming up. Desvelados have their anniversary studio CD coming up, and they asked us to be in it, man. And I can't think enough, man. You know, because like I said, I feel like we're nobody yet, man. But apparently, my boy Andy knows lately wherever we go, bro. It's like, hey, you're Andy from Bandera Verde, or you're Nando from Bandera, and it feels dope, man. Like, cause I'm nobody, man. Like I said, I'm nobody, and it's like that feels good, man. I just can't wait to get to a certain point where it's like I get noticed even more, you know? It's like that's what I'm working for, and it's like I know my guys are on the same page with me on that. So, like I said, we got that upcoming dueto, but we just need to get more duetos out there, you know, do more collabs with grupos, you know, like expand our name, you know, like, because we need their crowds as well, you know, because our name is not out there like that. I could admit it, 75, if not 50% of the people don't know who Bandera Verde is, but you will know who we are, you know?
And
We're
that's
working
cool.
on it.
That's cool, to be honest. Like we know we're not up there yet, but we're working on it. We're not stopping. That's not stopping us.
It's
Just
definitely
because we're nobody right now doesn't mean we're never gonna be nobody. We're grinding. Because something that I've been told a lot is that if we're not working, somebody else is.
Yeah.
Somebody else is putting that work.
Facts.
So you're gonna get left behind if you don't. So we've constantly been working.
Most of the spots
There's no breaks right now.
Most of the spots we go to, man, it's like, damn, I didn't even know who you guys were. But you guys get down, bro, badass.
Yeah.
You guys play good. And that feels good, man, because we're doing something right. It's like, you know, like, you don't know us now, but now that person's going to be like, hey, Bandera Verde, I seen them play at this party. They got down. You should listen to them, follow them. And our followers have been growing little by little, man. This project started, like I said, 3 years ago. And till this day, I feel like it's going on the right pace, man. We're on the right track. You know, it's been going good for us, man.
We've done nothing but go forward.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
feel like there's not a point where I'm like, damn, this year we kind of slowed down, or this year we stopped right here. Fuck no, it's been just forward, moving up.
When you say that, just I smiled because there's one of the compas. I know it's completely off subject, but he took off the reversa from his truck para que puro pa adelante dice el compa.
Shout out my boy.
When I heard that, I was fucking dying, man. But
Gotta push
No,
his
it's
car out the parking spot. Oh, no.
with the leg.
Nah, but that's true, man.
How about yourself, man?
Now, yeah, I feel like we've just been. If we have anything that we want to do for the next 6 months or like a year, I feel like it would be find that one song that's like that just fucking smacks, that makes it so that everyone is like, oh shit, that's who they are, and then from there we just snowball, write more. But I feel like we're just looking for that one song that
Yeah,
does well on whatever
exactly.
platform, be it Instagram, TikTok.
That's
Just
all it
need
takes.
That one.
That's all it takes, man. One thing I can say about us, man, we're organized. You know, like I try to keep this organized, man. I tell my guys, speak up. You know, like you're not gonna be heard if you don't speak up, man. If you have an opinion, we're all grown, man. We all set the rules when we started this group. It's like, man, the little kid stuff is done for, man. I feel like we've all had. I've played in like 3 groups before. I'm sure he's had the same. And I said, I'm done with the little kid games. You know, like, you know, okay, oh, I can't play this day because I gotta do this. Like, no, bro. Like, this is a hobby for us. So if you're serious, let's do this. We spoke to everybody individually, and everybody's on the same page, and everybody has been on the same page. Stay organized, man. If you have a calendar, there's so many apps nowadays that you could like keep track with. Like, hey, this day we have a tocada. So, like, you always keep track of your things, man. Hey, this day we're like, the podcast, like I had told my guys, like, a week ahead, I was like, hey, with this day we're going to go do the podcast. Y aquí andamos, you know, like, stay organized, bro. Like, keep organized, and you'll keep a happy team, man, honestly. And I could be happy about that, bro. We've never had a problem. And if we do have a problem, we speak about it, man.
We speak about it.
We're all grown, man. We're all grown. Like, we're all adults, man. I'm about to be 30 in about 2 years, but... It's like I ain't scared to say it, man. Like
94,
you know,
baby, 94.
Yeah, you feel me? Like I ain't scared to say it, man. Like I've been through stuff already. I've been laughed at before. You know, like we all been there, bro. Like another thing I could recommend is keep recording, bro. Record. I feel like that's great practice for me. I love recording because that's where you listen to. Oh, I messed up right here. Oh, I don't like how I sound in this part. So you go back and you practice from that. You know. And individual practice as well, man. These guys know, we always talk about it, you know, like practice at home, man. Pick up your instrument and be like, hey, boom, 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 boom.
And being able to take criticism too. That's a big thing. That's
big,
a
man.
big thing. Not getting mad like just because someone tells you you're not good right here.
A lot of people.
Hey, they're telling you to help you.
Exactly.
People quit groups because
Yeah,
bro.
People quit groups because of that.
Literally, bro.
Hey.
That's happened.
You see Jose Torres where he's at?
Oh yeah, look at him. Everyone hating on
He
him, but he
popping
up
off.
there.
He popping off though.
Yeah, he's got the big bucks because
He's
he
doing
can
his
handle
thing.
criticism.
Going back to that organized stuff that my companero here was saying, that is a big thing we've always talked about is that just always keep in mind, you know, the weekend is for the group. Yeah, you can plan stuff, that's cool, but you're on call. The minute that call comes in, you're gone. Oh, at least that's how it works with us. We all know. You know, we all know that you could be at Disneyland on Saturday. The minute that call comes in, hey, we got to go. We out of here to that gig.
And that's what I love about
That's
this.
how we
man.
do
You
it,
know,
you know?
we're always down for that, you know? Why? Because we all have the same passion, man.
Yeah.
We all have the same dream. And I know we're going to become something, man. It's like, you just feel it deep down, man. Like, we've all been working tough. We've all been doing our thing. And this whole cover thing is cool. Like, all the groups out there, if you're still doing covers, it's cool, man. It's cool. Like, I get it. It's nice. But write your own songs, man. Getting editas down, you know? Put your brain into it, brother. Like, do that. That's what's really going to get you out the gutter.
That exclusive
Because
stuff.
anybody could play a cover, man. Anybody, you know? And people are going to play it differently. And some people are going to like how this group plays it, how that group plays it. But, bro, no one's going to beat how you play your own song. You know? Like, no one's going to beat that, man. And that's what it is, man. Ineditas are going to get you to where you want to be, man.
And you know what? The first couple ones are going to suck. That's la neta. The first ones are going to be ass, right? But like my compa Christian said, again, shout out my compa Christian Desvelados, but he told me just keep doing them. One of them's gonna hit. Yeah. At some point, one song is gonna hit, and the more you do it, the more you practice, the better you get.
Look at them now; they got like 20 bangers now, man. Shout out them, man, for real. Like we can't stop talking Desvelados because I'm telling you, man, they've taught us so much to this day, man, and we're still learning from them, man.
They're big,
you know,
definitely big time mentors for us.
They literally live 5 minutes away from me, man. So you know, like, you know that those are my boys. Like I said, my compadre Frankie too. Like I'm always with them. It's just we learn so much off of them, man. That's what. If I could teach anybody else, ask me questions too, man. You know, if I've always been the question type of guy. Ask me. Like if you have a question, bro, I'm more than happy to help you, man. You know, if I could help you, I'm gonna help you out.
That. Yeah. I love that. And before we get to the questions part, because we do have some questions part, and I know a lot of the people they want to hear kind of what you guys have going on.
Yeah.
You know, I want to just share 3 things, right? Because for those of you guys who don't know, and if, let's say you're looking to get into the music industry or whatever the case may be. He alluded to it a little bit last time. I just want to mention it before we go about setting up some sort of entity or things like that for yourself, right? A lot of the big grupos that you guys see, they don't get paid directly from these labels, or if you guys are a grupo, the best way to do it to receive money is setting up some sort of entity, whether it be an LLC, S Corp, C Corp, whatever the case may be. The reason being is for 3 things. Number 1, and you guys might want to write this down, right? Number 1, it separates you liability-wise. So as grupos, and I hear these stories, and I'm sure you guys have seen stories where shit happens at tocadas. Especially the more, they don't drink coffee, but the more other stuff they're drinking, right?
Yeah.
Things can happen where somebody gets hurt, they sue everybody in that party that has some money. Guess who's going to be involved in that lawsuit? The musicos.
Yeah.
When you set up some sort of company, now it's not you guys getting sued. it's the company, the actual entity. So it protects you guys. If you guys own cars, you guys own houses, you guys have money in the bank, all these things, you want to take care of these things before you have to take care of it in court.
Yeah.
Number one. Number two, businesses pay a lot. You guys have heard this, right? Everybody sometimes hates on Trump and things like that because he makes millions of dollars but doesn't pay taxes.
That's goals right there, bro.
Right. The reason is because
The less taxes, the better.
he doesn't make the money. His companies make the money. He makes whatever he needs to make, pay some taxes, but the rest of the money, guess where it is? It's in the businesses. Right? Corporations are taxed a lot less and differently than individuals. Mm-hmm. That's why most people set those entities. Number three, every one of you guys have write-offs. As a grupo, there's a lot of money that goes on into the behind the scenes to make that grupo work. Yeah. If you guys don't have any sponsors, if you guys are just starting up, these guys got Long Beach Performance, right? Some of these guys helping them out and sponsoring things like that. Yeah. Not everybody does. So if you're going to be putting money from one pocket out to the grupo, you want to be able to get a write-off for it. Be able to expense things. You're driving to gigs. You're eating on the way there. Your trajes, your whatever gear you have. Even paying for doing your taxes. Whatever the case might be, everything can be a write-off which can benefit you at the end of the year. Versus each of you having just the grupo under your name and not really being a company. So these are some of the things I want you guys to keep in mind because I know there are a lot of these questions that at least we get on a day-to-day basis from musicos that, hey, you know, should I set up a company? Should I not? Things like that. A lot of the bigger grupos, if you look at that, success speaks for itself. They all are their own corporations or their own LLCs. They all have their music, their names registered, trademarked, things like that. So like they can protect it, especially if you guys are working so hard to build it in the long run.
Yeah.
Right, so just a tip for you guys watching at home because these are foundational things that all people in the music industry that have succeeded have or get taught at some point. Hopefully we can teach you guys before there's any issues so that when you can have all these things in place, you'll have a very good foundation to grow. So before we jump into all the questions, we're going to take a little quick break and just make sure everything is running. And meanwhile, you guys can get your instruments too.
Let's get it.
Cool. All right, guys, so the moment a lot of you guys have been waiting for, I know every single week when we do a podcast, we put on our story. So if you guys haven't followed us, make sure you do on Instagram at Familia Farias Consulting. You're going to be able to see not only who are we having as guests, but the most important part and the best part is you guys get a chance to vote, ask questions, get to know your people that are going to be coming to the podcast. So the beautiful part, this time we have some questions for you guys.
Let's get it.
So I know a lot of people want to know all types of crazy stuff. So we won't say who they are. Just for their own anonymous, you know, just in case no queremos que los agarren a putazos later. But no, one, of course, saludazo para el compa Chori. You know, si se lo conocen o no,
Yeah.
compa Chori, un saludazo. So,
Saludazo para mi compa Chori, Simón.
Mm-hmm.
Si hubiera amanecido así, for sure, como bien amanecido on Friday. No, miramos, viejo. Saludito a mi compa.
Ya dijeron, y So I have a question by someone saying, which is a pretty interesting question. Since you guys party a lot, what's your guys' favorite drink?
Oh, that's easy.
Some hypnotic. Oh, I mean coffee. What are we saying?
That's coffee, but
That's coffee. Oh, well, this is coffee right here, but some hypnotic. Buzz balls.
Buzz balls.
Buzz
Lime one specifically.
I feel like lately we've been pulling up with hypnotics, but the
Yeah.
buzz ball is like the
go-to.
go-to.
No
Is
fire.
that what say?
Yeah.
Like my compa
What
Nando
flavor?
won't.
What flavor?
Green one.
Like
Lime one.
It's not even a flavor, the green one.
Green one. Bandera green.
con que they got buzz ball, we'll drink it. My compa Nando won't turn down the shot though, so
I'll drink
y'all
anything.
got it. He drink it.
Yeah, I'll drink anything, but yo, honestly, always seals with Hypnotic, man. We love Hypnotic, man. It's just like,
Sponsor us.
it's yeah, hit me up on Instagram. But yeah,
Tap in.
we love Hypnotic. But también Bucanas, you know, de poquito de todo, bro. La neta, you know, con que afloje el cuerpo, we like anything, man.
Some Henny.
You know, so if you got some Henny, bring it. If you got some
Yeah.
Hey, you guys
Centenario,
tried that
bring
new
it.
Bucanas though, with the
Yeah.
pineapple?
Bro, that's fire, dude. It's actually really good.
We ain't sponsored yet, but Bucanas, you better freaking sponsor because
Sponsor us.
that new Bucanas
It's
is
really good.
yeah. That's
I used to only like the Masters. I was like being bougie, you know. Al 12 le sell Fuji, al 18 le sell Fuji. But with that one, the pineapple one, ooh, that shit is tasty, bro.
Game changer, definitely.
Definitely.
awesome. Now, another question that was asked was, what role does the artist have in society? A deep question, but what role do you guys think you guys play in this world?
It's a good one. It's a deep one, philosophical question.
A ver, aquí está.
I feel like our job is to make people forget about their lives and like just have fun. You know, like when you're at a party, you're chilling, you're drinking and shit. You're not thinking about nothing you got going on. You're not thinking about work. You're not thinking about drama. You're just there having a good time. And I feel like if we're there to make you have a good time, everybody's having a good time. And our role to society is to make sure people get lit, you know, don't think about it too much and party.
You know what's a great feeling, man, when people text you the next day, like, damn, you guys did great, or hey, everybody had fun, or hey, I gave your guys' card to so many people. Like, that's one of the great, like, if I get that, man, that's just our job was done correctly, you know, like, if people just tell us you guys did great or whatever, I'm happy with that, man, you know, even if I'm tired, even if, because, bro, there's sometimes that we play Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and to some groups it's not a lot, because I know there's a lot of groups that play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know, and my respects to them. Hopefully we get to that one point, but little by little, man, I remember we used to play just 1 hour back then, man. Now we're playing 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, sometimes 3 days out of the week, you know, like steps by steps, man, but that's a great feeling, you know, just people telling you, like, damn, bro, you guys get down, or, hey, you know, like, my boy Andy always gets compliments on the way he plays accordion, and I could say the same, man, like, he's honestly, like everybody has their own characteristic, or everybody has their own role in this group. You know, my boy Alex as well does great on the bajo sexto.
Underrated.
On the bass too. Like, I'm telling you, we're just a great team.
My compa Kid.
My boy Kid, que también anda aquí, but...
And, you know, sometimes we're having bad days too. You know, it's not like we're perfect. You know, we're human too. Sometimes we go to gigs having a shitty-ass day, and we still perform. We still put a show, so that we don't affect other people, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm sure you guys have to learn. And that's in every industry, right? You guys have to learn to just flip the switch.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
That's
If you
what it
want to
is.
be successful in anything you do, you got to keep personal and emotions and everything outside of the equation.
Yeah.
And flip a switch and get into that professional, whatever level it is that you're performing in. So that makes sense. Even in our set, shit, like there's many days where I don't want to even show up, but we show up anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or we show up, and actually when you show up, you feel much better.
Exactly, man.
Your situation kind of goes away because you put other people first.
Yeah, man.
So no, I totally get that. Awesome stuff. Another good question was, and I'm gonna skip that question, but who would you most like to collaborate with? So if you guys can collaborate with anybody, I know it says who would you like to the most. What's maybe each one of you can say what's one of your
Let's do that.
wanting collaborations.
I think for me it would be somewhere like Hermanos or Juniors, just because that's the style of music I like to play, and a lot of people have told me when I go that they like that style too, and that's pretty much all I listen to is pretty much that style of music, and a Canelo's vibe type thing. So for me it would be something like Hermanos Juniors
Minus Juniors. Okay, you can't repeat it.
or Varones.
Next.
Me, that's a tough one. There's so many. Dang. I don't know, maybe like Hombres de Ley. They get down. I like their style, like the flows, you know.
And we've spoken about it.
Yeah,
You know,
we have
it's
talked
just
about
we
it.
haven't done it. You know, like I said, it's coming though. We have a lot of projects coming up, and hopefully people lo siga apoyando, man. You know, just we got that coming up.
Hey, they got Buena Línea Records coming up. So
Hey,
y se va a poner buena la cosa.
ooh, they're doing good, man. They're doing good. We actually play with them this Friday, so we'll be seeing them on Friday.
Shout out,
Hey,
compa.
Amanecidas, step in.
Where are you guys gonna be at?
Amanecidas.
Amanecidas.
Amanecidas. ¿Dónde para que la gente sepa?
Pretty much Amanecidas. It changes locations here and there, but right now it's located in Compton, California. It's an after party type of scene from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. So if you want to look at that, it's called Las Amanecidas or Danny Privadas as well on Instagram, and they'll give you more info on that.
Para todos los que trabajan durante el día.
Oh, yeah.
Ahí está la noche.
Shout out my boy Leo. Gets out at 12:30. He'll be there.
Damn. How about you, man? Collabs.
Me, honestly, I would love to do one with Banda, man, and I would love to do it with my Nino. You know, eventually, like, I see my Banda, man. That would be, like, a dream for me, you know? Like, it's... And I know it could happen, and I know it's going to happen, but it's just, like, I feel like we're preparing ourselves for that, you know? I've spoken to the guys about this. I want to go record with Servando Zeta. I feel like that's the big leagues, man, you know? Right now, I'm not saying that LA scene is not the big leagues, but it's just a whole different scene out there, you get me? So it's like, I want to reach that crowd, you know? And I just don't want to be LA-based, you know? I want to be able to reach other crowds because a lot of people follow that. People from Chicago follow Servando Zeta LA. People from Texas, people from Mexico. Like, a lot of people follow. And a lot of groups have popped off because of Servando Zeta LA, you know? So we're gonna go give our shout hopefully this year, if not. Speaking of the devil, man, I'm telling you. Shout out my boy Chris, man. Why are we talking to each other, man?
Contéstale al
Yeah.
compa. Put it on speaker right now. Put it on speaker.
Hey, what's up, Chris? We're in a podcast right now. What's up, brother?
That's cool. Okay, put my voice on the.
Aquí, hey, Chris, aquí te podemos oír. Estás interrumpiendo el podcast,
Yeah,
comandante.
put on the mic.
You're on, brother.
You're on the mic, my boy.
Bandera Verde is the shit.
You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first.
Who's this? Alguien que se está desvelando, ¿no?
Y a Los Ángeles hay que tenerle cuidado, viejo.
Ah, huevo, viejito, la neta. Nah, Chris, we've been talking nothing but good things about you, brother. La neta.
Hey, ahí te va pues para que salga en el podcast.
A ver.
You know, all of LA is getting together to do the first ever collab album. Van a ser 20 grupos de Los Ángeles, Bandera Verde incluido.
Yes,
de
sir.
album.
Hell
It's
yeah.
the first ever of its kind. Y les iba a decir de volada, el miércoles que viene tendrán chance de ir a meter voces de una vez. Ya me dieron chance en el estudio.
Let's do it, brother. Hell yeah, we in there.
Ya está pues.
Let's do it, brother.
Puro FFC, puros Zillions, puro Bandera Verde y a Los Ángeles hay que tenerle cuidado, viejo.
Gracias, carnal. La huevo. LA versus the world, baby.
Ya está.
Gracias, Christian. Ahí estamos,
Saludazo,
viejito.
compa.
Dale.
Arre, dude.
Arre pues. Arre.
I'm telling
Well.
you, man. It's like, you know.
Hey, you, FFC Studios, I don't know.
You can't
Surprises
make it
will
up, man.
happen.
You can't make it up. Like, everything we've been speaking about, man, is
That just happened.
true, man. You know, like, we're family here. You know, I'm telling you, it's LA versus the world, bro. It's like, we all, like, we try to keep it cool with everybody, but sometimes some people just not like that, man. You can't force a relationship sometimes, but lo que es Bandera Verde, Desvelados, bro,
That's sick.
we're family right there, man. We're family, you know? And
I love that.
Now it's FFC2, Zillions, all of us, you know? Like,
Love
if you
that.
keep it cool with me, now I'm going to treat you like family as well, brother.
No, igualmente.
Yeah, hell yeah.
A ver, compa, how about yourself?
If it's on an attainable one, I feel like it will be like pistones.
Everything's attainable, my boy.
Oh yeah, but in the
Pistones would be sick.
coming future, it'll be like pistones or
That'll
like
be dope.
agrado. Shout out to compa Kiki.
Yeah. There's a lot
But
of-
like one of the ones that I'd be like, damn, like that would be cool to collaborate with, probably Legado. I feel like that would be sick because our styles are
Compa
kind of
Alex,
like,
that's why, compa Alex.
yeah, I feel like our
Shout out
style
Compa
is
Gabriel on the
not
coaching.
like theirs, right? They have their own thing going, but I feel like it has been kind of like influenced by them in parts, and I feel like it would be cool. Sound pretty cool.
Yeah, that'll be sick, man.
Musicazos.
Hey, I'm sure we can make something happen there.
Yeah, man,
We have some connects. We have some connects too.
Hey, that'll be sick, brother.
No, and I actually want to answer this one too because I know sometimes we gotten a chance to connect here and there, but for me, we're gonna do a collab soon with compa Ernesto Barajas, and I know he has his own podcast. So for me, that was one of the big inspirations as we did this podcast here because I saw that not only does he have a freaking badass time with these artists, but a lot of people can learn from things like this. So,
Yeah.
so compa Ernesto, cuando quiera, ahí estamos.
Estaría chingón, la neta, y no, y we go back to the same thing, que hay mucha gente que they just got so many things going on in their life, and it's just like, you gotta stay busy, brother, like,
Yep.
and that's another way of incorporating, like, networking with some other people and, like, getting to know other people. It's like, you gotta keep moving, bro. You gotta keep networking with other people, other companies, other teams, like,
Yep.
man, that's the only way you're gonna become somebody, bro. Like, you know, like, you get sponsorships, get start collabing, you know. Hey, if you see a Bandera Verde have a Zillion shirt sooner or later, bro, don't be surprised, man. It's like,
right.
you know, it's like you gotta keep working with each other, bro. And as you see, you'll see us Wednesday too, recording with Desvelados, man. You know, that's gonna be our first.
be wild.
That's gonna be our first dueto, man, and I'm so excited for it. And like he was saying, it's gonna be so many talented groups in that CD as well, and just being included in that, man,
Yeah.
is sick as fuck, man.
Says a lot.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Shout out them.
And this is important. Remember, you guys, because we live in a world that's changed a lot. Over the last couple of years, it matters less what you know more than who you know.
Hey, facts.
And so it's important if you guys can take one thing away. These guys are here because of my boy RKT.
Yeah, well,
RKT is, and me and him connected. That's how Desvelados came into the picture. A lot of these things that happen is because of collaborations and people that you know and will meet down the road. So make sure you guys network. That is the biggest secret to this world's success. The business of the 21st century that we live in.
Major killer.
is collaborations.
Major killer.
Make sure you guys write that down. Now, another thing, and of course, I also want to shout out my boy Mariscos Cuatro Vientos. I don't know if you guys know him or not, but because of him, I got a chance to meet Ernesto from, Enigma Norteño. So
Yeah.
we talked a little bit at Halos one of these days, so thank you, Mariscos. You already
Saludos,
know. We
Mariscos,
love you guys, and, thank you for everything you guys do. So another question that you guys got was, what brought? Oh, we answered this. What brought the grupo together as Bandera Verde? That was answered already. This is a good. ¿A qué se refieren con? Fuck, yo no sé ni cómo decirlo. What's your name de paso?
What's your name?
What's your name de
A su
paso?
madre, ni-
What's your
A
name?
ver, cuéntanos poquito de eso.
Es que es un corrido, el power se siente. Ahorita we'll play a little piece of it right now too. What's your name de paso, para toda la gente que le guste el ambiente y la loquera, pues, you know, what's your name? You know, if you know, you know. I don't want to get too much into detail, but
Give us something. Give us something. Give us something.
But it's like it's like a, you know,
thing, you
it's a
know?
thing that keeps you motivated and going, you know.
RKT.
Shout out my boy RKT.
Nothing right.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll,
what's your
we'll,
name?
we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
You guys can.
Use your brain.
PG-13, you know, which is, there's kids watching.
Otra. Solteros, casados, divorciados.
A huevo. Que empiecen los plebes, pues.
Oh, I'm married.
Married.
Yeah, married.
One, you can cross him out.
Not married, but not single either.
You can cross his ass out too,
No.
real quick.
I'm out.
Se llamaba. I'm single, so what's up with
There
it?
it
So
is.
tap in.
Tap in,
What's
tap
up,
in.
Nabe, right there.
Say your appointment with my boy real quick.
Hey, you know,
You guys can slide into
It's
the
'cause-
his DM will be his IG will be down here
there
below.
has to be one single one in the group, you know, just to keep the young young vibes going, you know, like keep it spicy, you know, like not that I
He's
don't
saying
be
grandpa vibes for everybody else.
Nah,
here.
and I don't even be wilding like that, you know, but it's just, you know, I don't. El que me conoce sabe que soy bien tranquilo y bien.
Who was that? Who was those two girls that were at?
I think they're
Shout out,
close.
shout out. Somebody's hiding under a chair right now.
But yeah, single. No tenemos compromiso ahorita, pero pues, quién sabe, you know, unos años or whatever, but right now, we're focused on the group and we're focused on breaking hearts.
All right. A ver, el compa.
Yeah, I'm the third one. Taken.
También.
Take
Yeah, I
it.
got a little family now.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Kids,
No,
one
sí,
kid.
One. I
What?
just had her.
Nice. ¿Ustedes?
I have 2 kids.
2 kids.
I have one kid.
I got no kids. I'm telling you, I'm just, yo estoy listo para que me roben la neta.
Madre.
Our drummer's not here, but he's also taken and he has kids.
Yeah.
I'm gonna burn him
Maybe I
out.
wanted to wonder about
Yeah,
that.
just wondering about him.
Yeah, you just got some numbers blocked right there.
Yo estoy nuevecito.
Ahí está. Sin usar.
Like new open box.
Another one was, how old are you guys?
I'm 25. I'll be 26 next month.
Okay.
I'm 27. Just turned 27.
Well, say your birthday. That way, para que les manden
My
regalos.
birthday's
gente.
on July 6th. If you guys want to tap in on
Ahí
me.
está. Una gift card, aunque sea.
My birthday is March 26.
Sí, sí.
I'm gonna be 29 in October 8, 1994.
We turn it up again. Part
Yeah,
2.
Part 2.
Desvelados part 2.
27 on April 10th.
April 10th. Oh, so ya acaba de pasar también. Damn, okay. I have, this is a good one actually, because I think we all have one. What is a quote that you guys live by? Something that kind of gets
I
you.
said it earlier, man. Practice makes perfect. Perfect makes paper, man. Remember that. Grábatelo. If I could get it tattooed on myself, I'll get it tattooed on myself. But yeah, make it. La neta. Practice
Another one of those
makes
moments.
perfect. Perfect makes paper. Shout out my boy Currency.
I'm gonna quote my compa Christian because he told me this, and that's been on my mind ever since. Is that if you're not putting in that work, someone else is.
A huevo.
Mine is cuentas claras, amistades largas.
Ay, ya, verga.
Everything else on the front, good, bad, you know, as long as it's straight up, take you far.
Heard that RKT, pay him up. That's $20. McDonald's ain't free. Pay him up.
Nah.
That's a good one. I don't feel like I have any quotes like that.
Gotcha, bitch.
Come on, Alex. Hey, that's the name. My middle name's Alex.
Maybe-
My son's name's Alex. You gotta step up for the Alexes.
You gotta
Come on.
You gotta let me borrow a quote.
Google one real quick.
It'll probably be.
If you know, you
Yeah,
know.
you know.
Practice makes perfect.
You know, you know.
You're gonna go on Instagram, guys. He's like, hey, that's cheating.
I left and a
Someone
right.
get this
If
guy a
bend
fortune
enough
cookie.
and you'll break.
A su madre dice tóxica allí.
Yeah, it'll probably be bend enough and you'll break. So it's like you gotta stand up. You know, you gotta stand up for what you believe in, and if you really You know, you can't let people push your ideas around. If you feel strongly about something or you got like a vision for something, you really got to stand up and like push that and have people kind of understand it, or else you're not really.
That's a good one. I never heard about it.
Okay, no que no, no que no.
I'm telling you, he's the smart one of the group, man. Honestly, you know, he's the brains of this group, man. Honestly, like these guys know so much about this whole thing, man. And it's, like I said, I'm blessed to have these guys, bro.
Love that. I'll share one with you guys. For me, one of the things, and I have it on my background, you guys can see it. Excuses don't build empires.
Ooh, yep.
Porque muchas excusas aquí como que todos
neta.
ahorita, everything's breaking everybody.
Yeah.
A ver, okay. How was Nayarit with Desvelados?
We weren't there. I wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
I was
either,
there. I was
sadly.
there. Wow.
Nayarit, tell us
I
about
heard stories
Nayarit.
though.
Shout out my compa Denny.
It was honestly
Young Buck.
You don't have to tell us Frankie's stories. You can tell us anybody else's stories, but Frankie's.
Nah. Los primeros se portaron bien. La neta, no, it was fun, man. It was a great experience, man. It was like just traveling to another. I had never been in Nayarit myself, so it was just brand new to me. So it was just dope, man. Like my boy RKT showed us out in his ranch out there too. His dad lives out there, cool cat as well, man. Like the vibes were great out in Nayarit, man. It was the weather was great. Everything was dope out there, man. We went to Guadalajara as well, met some cool people. It's just like I got to live a lifestyle that I've never lived, man. You know, we were just out there for like less than a week, I believe, like 5 days, but it was dope, man. It was dope. I can't complain, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. Part 2.
I can cut. All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
I know we had we had a few other questions. I'm not going to ask some of these, but one of the big ones was, and la pregunta, two questions left. Number one, what made you guys want to say yes to coming to the FFC Studios podcast?
Just another opportunity, to be honest with you. Like you said, networking, meeting new people. Now we met you, and hopefully we could do more business later in the future. And so other people can see us, your viewers can see us, and hopefully we get more out of that too.
And just to
And vice versa too, to be honest.
just to show people that we're human like y'all, man. You know, like we're cool people too, man. A lot of people have told me sometimes like, man, hey, you look like a dick, or it's just sometimes you just keep a serious face because
Got the RBF.
I mean, you know, it's just you're minding your own business, you know. But if you come talk to me, bro, best believe I'm the most humblest, coolest cat you'll meet, man. You know, it's like, and we all are like that. You know, if you ever come jam it with us, if you ever see us playing and you want to jam it as well, bro, come up. We're not gonna tell you no, bro. We're cool with everybody.
Play as long as you want, bro. Especially you play bass, come through, bro.
As long as you play good. Nah. But it's all jokes. But nah, we're honestly cool people. If you want to say what's up, man, come say what's up.
Awesome. No, and I can say that because I know I've been around them, and that's what made me want to say as well. For all my viewers, you guys may not know, but all the 28 podcasts I've done before have been, and for us, our channel was meant to be bringing in either business owners or people or artists who have at least created 6 figures or more in their business as profit because they have something to share. Number 2, who have at least 10,000 plus followers. And whether or not these guys have done that yet or not, I brought them in because, number 1, they're really cool people. I've gotten a chance to meet them myself and see that for myself. So I felt like it was just right. And then, of course, my boy RKT here, he's the plug.
Thank you, man.
Whatever he says goes.
Nah, thank you.
So
And
more than
honestly-
happy to have you guys. You guys are the first people that we have that are maybe not in those categories yet,
Nah,
but I know you guys are going to be this year.
Hey, bro, and I appreciate that. Honestly, I give you guys nothing but thank you. You know, like it takes it's our first podcast. As you can see, we're kind of nervous. I mean, I can admit that, but
Drink more coffee, man.
I promise you that we will be back with not 10,000 followers, probably 20, 30, 40, and we will be
That's right.
back. And hey, if we have 6 figures, we'll probably have 6 figures as well too, man. You know,
That's
like
right.
we're working for that, brother. And
coming.
I want to see everybody doing good in life. You know, my whole team around me. You know, I have a little entourage that's always with me too. Shout out my boy Leo, my boy Cachorro, my carnal, Richie también. You know, I always have people that pull up with us and believe in us. You know, that's what it takes, man. If your own circle believes in you, bro, you're gonna become somebody, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, like believe in your team, and trust me, I've told them so many times, we win, y'all win too, man. Y'all win too. Shout out my boy.
And it feels good it feels good to be honest when other people believe in you so much that they're willing to come at you. Shout out my compa Tony, my compa Chewy,
También.
and John. And it feels really good when other people believe in you as much as you do.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need that, man. Sometimes you need like that little hype that they bring. You know, like it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's all a little process. It's all a little team effort, and it's shout out all my boys, man.
I love that. And if you are an LA-based grupo here in Cali, whatever the case may be, and feel like it's time for you guys to come on a podcast. At this point, we're going to be opening up. We do have the agenda already booked for a lot of the next few months, but we are going to be considering having newer grupos as well on the podcast, especially if you're LA based. For me, it hits home because I grew up here. I grew up in HP, if you guys already know where that city is at.
Yeah.
And so we want to make sure we add value and bring you guys up with us as well. So definitely tap in at the FFC page if you guys have any questions. You guys are thinking that you guys are ready for a podcast, and we can definitely talk more. But the last question, y la pregunta del millón, si se pueden echar unas rolas. Because I know people want to hear what Bandera Verde has to say.
Simón, we got you, brother. Let's get it.
So we'll do some studio magic and look at their instruments. They don't have any instruments, and now... And there are the instruments, guys. So, ya regresamos. And so, ahorita les van a tocar unas de las rolitas de Bandera Verde que son más populares. And guys, if we can, we'd love to hear maybe unas de las que nunca faltan en los parties.
Una de ellas viene siendo Equipo LBP, bro. Like I was saying, these are the guys that have been supporting us since day one. So they take care of us, we take care of them. And honestly, bro, anywhere we go, they ask for this song, brother. Yeah. Equipo LBP. Suena para allá.
California, mis terrenos, Ciudad Long Beach represento, equipo LBP bien puesto, los carros bien alterados, turbos o supercargados, modificados, autopistas mi delirio, luz verde puesta hasta el piso, lista roja competimos, si se atraviesan conmigo no va a ser fácil mi amigo, competimos, multa por libra manejamos, los tanques también llenamos, nitrógeno para los carros, también para los humanos, clientes multiplicando, apuestas las duplicamos, los Fernández no se rajan, pues así nos enseñaron, aquí andamos.
Hey, un rolonón.
La neta, carnal, gracias, güey.
Where's that? That one's from your boys up at LB.
Equipo LBP, yeah, that's a song I wrote, brother, and it was just, I'm telling you, it was just showing appreciation to them, man. You know, it was a corrido que, we're just, so many times we're with them that I just learned so much off of them, and it's just things that I would see around with them, you know, and that's a whole corrido pretty much explaining what they are, man. Shout out them, bro, I'm telling you, that's much love.
Saludazo, saludazo.
Equipo LBP.
¿Cuál otra más nunca falta?
Otro también que viene siendo para los players de Long Beach Performance. I'm telling you, we just have so many corridos for them because we haven't got to that point where we wrote in corridos for other people because, I mean, obviously our highlights are not there yet. People don't know who we are, but this one's called Reventando Pacas.
Speaking about that, ¿cuánto cobran para un corridazo ahorita? Para ver si la gente que está viendo...
Ahorita, as of 2023, para que no anden diciendo, hey, you said this time.
En June
2023 andamos cobrando 3,000 el corrido, personalizado. Ya grabado en vivo.
Y eso es antes de que revienten, porque esos tres van a ir a 30,000.
June 2023.
Make sure you guys tap in if you guys want a corridazo.
Yeah.
¿Esta cómo se llama?
Reventando Pacas.
Check it out, guys.
Finos y tranquilos, en los antros siempre la pasamos, mi compadre y mis amigos están conmigo, reventando pacas de billete y fumándome un cigarrillo con estilo. Cuidado el que cruce mi camino. Vengo desde abajo, nunca tenía que cargar mi escuadra para pasearme entre mi barrio. Relajado, pisteando siempre ando con mi hermano, paseando en su Camaro. Y entre los cambios, recordamos tiempos del pasado. De niño siempre en el movimiento, cambiando de vecindario, pero no falta el hogar. Los tristes recuerdos de mi madre, calentando por la noche unas sopas maruchas.
Eso es un corridazo, viejo. Ese ya por nombre Reventando Pacas, viejo.
Shout out my compa Joel.
Y se reventaron las pacas aquí en Zillions.
We in line, compa, we in line.
Hey, and this is all Zillions money right here. So anybody wants to take some, just grab some, put it in your pocket. Hey, it's all good, my boy.
Con esto pagamos lo que me debía, viejo.
Ándale. All love. No, muy chingona esa rola. Está.
Reventando Pacas, viejo.
No. See, well, people are sleeping. If they don't get a corrido after hearing this podcast,
Hey, bro.
they're sleeping.
You get it while it's 3,000, bro. I'm telling you, you know. Al rato cuando
Yo ya pagué
Get
el
it while
mío.
it's hot.
Yo ya pagué el mío. RKT money.
we just cashed out. My boy Zillions just cashed out right now,
That's
too.
it. You're gonna hear
Hey, corrido from my compa Zillion coming soon too.
Wait on it.
Jeez. That's right. A ver, compas, ¿cuál sigue?
Otro viejo que la neta, I love playing this one, man. El power se siente, viejo. Puro páramo, pariente.
Saludos a todos en la casa.
Shout out Richie, shout out Cachorro, shout out Leo.
Paramount, ciudad de pesados, aquí radicamos, me ven transitando. Traigo sangre, badiraguatense, si soy sinaloense, pese a quien le pese. Bendecido de aquí haber nacido, no soy presumido, ese no es mi estilo. Ciudadano americano afirmativo, más detalle aquí le explico. Pa'l trabajo nunca me he rajado, soy bien aventado, con hechos demostrados. Fueron muchos los que se alejaron, los que no apreciaron este buen chavalo. Ahora cuento con el 7-7, el power se siente, seguimos vigentes. Las paquitas ahora sobran de repente, ahora andamos bien mi gente.
Eso es para el compa Power.
El compa Power.
Es un personaje, el
Shout out my
muchacho.
compa Richie.
Es un viejazo, la neta. No, la neta es un corridón para un camarada que anda por ahí, el viejo, la neta.
Somewhere.
Es como familia el viejo, la neta, sí, mi respeto para el viejito por ahí.
¿Qué le gusta left and right?
A huevo.
Hey, what's your name? Y no sé qué.
Hey, what's your name?
What's the name?
Some horchata, I don't know what.
Pesada la cosa,
We didn't get to
¿no?
that part, but that's the corrido that says the wash your name and whatnot.
Get some
Con
blueberry, I
razón,
don't know
estamos
what.
mencionados aquí.
Triple wash, y no sé qué.
Well, if you know, you know.
Shout out to 626.
¿Y qué es algo de lo nuevo que viene? ¿Nos pueden enseñar unos dos,
Simón,
tres,
viejo.
de unos 2-3 previews ahí de lo...
Simón, ahorita no le tenemos nombre para el corrido, pero de hecho lo acabamos de escribir. Es para un camarada también, un buen amigo de los players de Long Performance. Shout out my boy Carlos por ahí. Ahí le va viejón, todavía no le tenemos nombre, pero ahí dice el corrido.
If you know, you know, viejo.
Cano americano, desde morroso muy aventado, nunca fui dejado, año no le rajé a los chingazos. A los 15 años me mandaron para el otro lado, acá con los gabachos trabajando, me fui navegando o chambeando, tengo lo que siempre había deseado. Raíces jalisciense, de Zapopan soy descendiente, calles angelinas, Southgate y Long Beach fui dominando, Siempre por un lado, mi hermano, nunca me has dejado abajo. Con hechos demostrado ya está más que comprobado. 2020, grabado se quedará para siempre. Cosas de la vida que me han enseñado, pero todo me han marcado. Un saludo para aquel 11 tiros más de tal no les digo. Un corridito por ahí, de lo calientito por ahí. No le tenemos nombre todavía, pero voy a ir a un también, viejo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
¿Y quién escribe estos corridos? Porque están...
Gracias, carnal. Pues ahí nos aventamos entre todos. The majority, los plebes, they come up with the beats, and I take care of the letter, bro. It's a team effort. I'm telling you, like that's what I love about these guys. They come out with sick beats, and it's just my job to try to come up with these stories that tell great. You know, I put my mind into it, man. Sometimes it takes me a month. Some people have the blessing to write a corrido within hours, bro. But me, I put my time into it, man, because I want things to rhyme. I want things to make sense, you know. Like, I don't want to just be like a... No quiero sacar un corrido así nomás para sacarlo, para tener material. Yo le quiero meter detalle, le quiero meter... I want to get to know the person more to actually learn about their lifestyle, say their lifestyle on this corrido, man, because at the end of the day, they're paying us, you know. No nos ha tocado todavía que nos paguen un corrido así, pero pues saludo para los viejos, la neta. Shout out to them. I'm telling you, I got nothing but love for them, and este corrido no le tenemos nombre, but wait on that one.
Sick. No, se la rifan.
Gracias, carnal,
Sí.
Gracias.
¿Cuál otro viene?
Pues... También.
Yeah.
¿No? Este corrido también acaba de salir. Tenemos nombre Manos al Volante. Es un boy rock. Dale ese parientazo.
Shout out Valdez, Fast Guy.
Cheyenne levantada su motora de brama por las calles de Compton, seguido lo ven pasar. Es un joven sinaloense, recio siempre ha de andar. Cuando cerramos las calles, siempre anda en el desmadre, trae manos para el volante, buen estilo al manejar. Soy muy tranquilo, buen amigo, mi mano he de portar. Con la gente de confianza en los que han sabido tratar. Cuando les doy mi palabra, nunca me echo para atrás. De vestuario muy sencillo, humilde y no creído. Cuando se habla de mujeres, cariño me ha de sobrar. Con un buen trago yo le brindo 800 cristalino. Porque ahorita ando alegre, ando al tiro con los plebes. Traigan botellas de vino y también unos cuartitos. Esta noche no se acaba, estoy agarrando viada. Mi carnal mandó un saludo, que buenas o malas no nos dejamos caer. Saludos pa' Sinaloa y el apellido Valdez.
No sé qué fue de esa canción, pero me hizo querer más café.
Hey, viejo, la neta, I don't know if you hear, but todos los corridos que escribimos es about people around here, you know, it's like Compton, que Southgate, que Long Beach, que Paramount, you
Just
know,
about
it's like,
LA dudes.
it's just, you know, we're trying to seguir los pasos también de los players, los desvelados, you know, like, you gotta write for your people around here, brother.
No more coffee, I'm okay. Thank you. You know, the creamer, ya estamos fuerte esta cosa. Mucho.
Como le digo, carnal, we're just writing corridos for the people from right here, and eventually, si me toca escribir un corrido for people in Sinaloa, con mucho gusto, viejo, la neta, you know, it's like, we're working for that, brother, you know, hopefully I could write a corrido sometime for hasta pa' una muchacha, you know, like, there's a lot of boss ladies out there, man, I've met a whole bunch
para la
of
gente de Michoacán también, aquí.
Viejo.
Shout out to her.
Puro, como decían los güeros.
Saludos, Charapa.
Puro Michigan decían. No, chingón. How about las que siempre tienen que estar en los pares?
You know what, viejo?
Don't put la chona now. Oh,
Nah,
no.
nah,
No podemos.
¿Cuáles no faltan? Porque la gente viendo esto se quiere divertir.
Lo que nos gusta tocar a nosotros, güey. We're gonna say that all we talk about is
Desvelados.
desvelados, but bro,
Say
we
we
play
baby Desmond. I don't know.
because I just want to make this normal to everybody else out there, man. You know, like play the songs from your LA groups, man. Like, why is it cool to play corridos for Enigma Norteño? Why is it cool to play corridos for Los Nuevos Rebeldes, Canelos? Why can't you play the corridos for people around here? You get me? Like, we play songs for every group, bro.
Facts.
Desvelados, we have about 10, 15 songs about them. We have songs from Caimanes as well. We have songs from Los Juniors, Hombres de Ley, Grupo Grado. Man, we have so many. We play, thing about Bandera Verde, we play everything and anything that LA wants to hear, man. You know, and I just want to normalize that, man. So if you guys want to play a song of Bandera Verde, play it, man. I'm sure that feels dope. I'm sure Chris feels good about us playing their song. You know, yeah,
sure.
please, man. You know, normalize playing LA group songs, man. Normalize it.
Si ese es el caso, entonces le voy a pedir un request también.
A ver, viejo,
la del
usted
compa
diga.
Gucci.
A huevo, jalado,
Esa yo
viejo.
sé que a mucha gente
That's one
les
of the ones
gusta.
that's always there too.
That's always there,
Just
¿no?
so you know.
Let's get it.
Resido aquí en el sur centro, ya sabrán a qué me dedico. Me criaron para ser lo que soy, para ser a un billetón y no ser otro del montón. Me han de ver que llevo placoso, camisa que trae un conejo. Me gusta tener de variedad los carros que me miran portar. La verdad me encanta pantallar. Para mí nada fue regalado, mi propia línea así he formado. Me han robado, me han bajado y aún sigo al 100. Yo muevo cosas para arriba y para los lados donde hay mercado. Si la pegamos, la dobleteamos, llegan los verdes. Pero si se cae, ¿qué le vamos a hacer? Aquí traigo más hasta para escoger.
Shout out the boys out there, man.
Esa siempre no falta.
Shout out my boy Gucci también, el viejo se ha portado bien.
Esa también no falta nunca.
Ah, huevo, no, la neta, I'm telling you, bro. And people know we play Desvelado songs and always ask for them, bro. That's the dope part about it, man, you know? And I'm telling you, normalize it, man. Normalize it, man. So if you guys want to play El Power Se Siente Equipo VP Reventando Pacas, bro, please play it, man, you know?
No, I love that. And I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of that.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you guys tag them.
Hell yeah, brother.
Que no muerden.
La neta, we really don't, unless...
We'll share your story back.
No, chingón. ¿Cuáles otras no faltan?
Que en lengua transito.
En lengua transito también.
¿Por qué no se echan unas 2, 3 seguiditas?
Simón.
Y con eso acabamos para que la
Simón.
gente
Mira,
le suba el volumen.
hay que hacerle otro dos de los desvelados para que diga la gente que la neta, I'm telling you, haga much love for the boys. Y bueno Palomar, viejo, y ahí les voy de nuevo. Bueno Palomar, suena dice.
Ahí les va.
Aquí les vengo yo a cantar un corridazo de verdad. Esta es la historia de mi vida criminal. Pero un momento me detengo, no quiero que piensen mal, pues soy hijo con padre estatus ilegal y por ahí voy a comenzar. A mí me criaron en un barrio de poca oportunidad, especialmente con lo que gana mi papá. Lo necesario fue algo que no pudimos alcanzar. Caíamos cortos de ser familia normal. Fue muy bueno palomar. Y así me fueron a encerrar. Como salía volví a entrar. Ese talento que yo usaba de nada me servía ya. Me tenía que zafanar. Mi compa Pros me dijo, weón, ala te vamos a chambear. Te enseñaré otras maneras para hacer un dinero, pero le tienes que atorar. Pa' cheques falsificar. Ahí les voy de nuevo, viejo. A Los Ángeles hay que tenerle cuidado, viejito. Me tuve que pelar bajo la cara. La DEA me anda siguiendo los pasos. ¿Y cómo se los puedo yo negar? Si fue familia y los amigos falsos. Pues ahí en San Fernando donde yo caí. Y alguien en caliente tuvo que abogar por mí. En ocasiones juro no es tu sangre la que te saca de ahí. De chores cachucha bajo perfil. Un carro creo que es el año 2000. Si antes muy pocos sabrán de mí. Calmado, reservado y muy gentil. Hace años me metieron este porvenir. Qué lástima que esa persona no se encuentra aquí. Compadre, fueron ciertas tus palabras, lo que nos toca vivir. A los corredores, viejo, puro bandera verde, viejo.
Qué chingón, la neta.
Gracias, carnal.
La neta que sí, and I love that because, like you guys said, ¿por qué no hay que tocar los mismos corridos, las mismas canciones de la gente de aquí?
Hey, bro, la neta, you know, it's just people that you get to know around here. And I've met mostly every person that has, for those corridos that Desvelados have wrote, you know, they've introduced us to so many of these characters, man. And it's dope, man. They're natural, regular people like us, man. And it's dope that you could be able to play their songs and they enjoy it as much as they enjoy Desvelados as well, man.
That's sick. Y for the gente that's watching this, how much you guys charging right now? Porque yo sé que después de este podcast
Simón.
va a llegar muchos mensajazos y el code FFC will get you 50% off.
It's
Ahorita, like we said earlier, as of June 2023, andamos cobrando $6.50 la hora, carnal. Mínimo de 4 horas aquí en el área de Los Ángeles. Ya si de plano gustan viajar más lejos, pues ya se cobra diferente por los precios del gas y todo ese rollo, pero está barato. Ahorita para lo que es, está baratito, pero ojalá pronto con la experiencia y el apoyo de todos ustedes, y si nos pega un corredito, pues se pueda cobrar un poquito más. Pero ahorita andamos a gusto. We enjoy what we do, brother, and we're not doing it for the money, man, but we enjoy what we do. We have fun, and we keep this family going, man.
Pues para todos viendo ya valió madre because August 18 is booked already.
Huevo, viejo.
Okay, we got FFC Fest
Let's do
Part
it.
2
Let's do it, brother.
coming. Last birthday in the 20s.
Hey.
So we're gonna have a
So
little
Bandera Verde is gonna be
festival.
there?
Oh.
Bandera Verde.
Yeah,
We're not gonna announce anyone else, but there's 4 other grupos that are gonna be
Let's
there.
do it, brother. We
So
in
we're gonna see you guys there.
August
If you
18th.
guys are clients of ours or friends or family, we're definitely gonna have you guys there. And what's up, RKT? What's
Shout-
going on? Shout out to. Oh, 3 more songs? Oh, I don't know. That's up to the guys here if they want to. Let's give them one more song, and then that way these guys, everybody here, can tap in below and follow them if they want to hear more
1320.
music.
For sure. Otro corrido
¿Cuál
que...
cierran?
Esta vamos a cerrar, viejones. Lleva por nombre 1320, parientazo. Un corridito que la neta le metimos muchas ideas y all the people that love that whole street racing scene. This is for you right here. Ahí le va, parientazo. Allá vamos cerrando los carros, ya los andan preparando. Manden una alerta, quien se la quiere jugar. Hay que apostar el dinero al que jalar. Nunca falta el valiente que sale a apostar. Billetitos azulitos cortaditos. No será fácil, mi amigo. Las calles de Compton donde los miran jugar son las pistas clandestinas preferidas. Carros alterados de las trailas van bajando, los equipos preparando y alterando. El LBP se ve llegando. 1320, viejo. Eso, pariente, eso.
Así quedó la cosa. No, awesome, man. Thank you guys so much for, of course, putting in this performance. Y por echarle ganas.
No, thank you,
You know,
brother.
I know this is your first podcast, and I'm really happy it's with us. You know, of course, thanks to my boy Edwin here, to set this all up, because it was honestly him.
La neta, no, appreciate
And
it.
so shout him out for sure. Aquí ya estamos en la tienda de Zillion, so if you guys see all this badass merch behind us, you already know where to get it here in Long Beach.
Tap in.
Make sure you guys tap in. And of course, if you're an LA Grupo like we talked about, this is hopefully your chance to be able to outshine and just use this platform as well to help you guys grow.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we're going to be opening a whole section for the newer scene, newer grupos, or if you have any kind of talents y quieren venir a podcast a hablar de ellos y a demostrarlos para la gente, we got you guys' back. And of course, just want to say thank you guys for accepting the invitation today.
Thank you for inviting
No,
us.
thank you,
brother.
compadre,
And
neta.
anything you want to leave the people with?
Just wait on new material, brother. And les encargamos que nos sigan en todas las redes sociales, por favor.
Where can they find you guys? Where can they find you?
Instagram, Bandera Verde _ follows on Instagram, Bandera Verde _ TikTok, Bandera Verde. We also have Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music,
Apex, Call of Duty.
Apex, Call of Duty. Look for us on all of them.
PSN,
man.
Tinder,
PCs, Xbox.
Chispa, everything.
Bandera OnlyFans coming soon.
Hey,
They're
bueno,
the
no.
only fan.
No, check them out, guys. We'll put all their ads below so that you guys can follow them. Stay tuned for all the new things coming up. I know in the next few weeks they're going to have all types of new music coming out. So
Hell yeah.
make sure you guys check them out. And this is 2023, but stay on the rise because these guys están dándole duro.
Gracias, carnal.
Check them out.